All right, welcome everybody to the Girls on the Mic Session 1 Winter 2021 Showcase. We are so excited to have you here with us. Sorry, we're getting started a tiny little bit late, but I think we're ready to go. So my name is Leah King. I am the Director of Education here at Women's Audio Mission. And I am so pleased to welcome you all here for today's event. And without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to our host, our brand new Girls Mic instructor, Joyous Bay.
Thanks, Leah. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our live stream. And Women's Audio Mission is so proud to celebrate all of the hard work of the students this year throughout this session. And in addition to the Girls on the Mic Introduction to Audio Production classes, we also have offered classes in beat making, digital songwriting, sound design, audio engineering, coding, music, and more. So thank you to all of the amazing partners for helping to make the programs possible. And I also would love to introduce the co-hosts that you'll be hearing from tonight, our students, Evelyn, Nana, and Anaya. And without further ado, I would love to get us started off and pass it to Evelyn.
Thank you. Our first presenter is going to be Lila, who's going to be sharing a podcast that she co-created with her classmates Jocelyn, Rivka, and Lana. And Lila, before we listen to your podcast, can you tell us a bit what it was like recording for your podcast 321 Bake?
It was really fun and I really enjoyed it. It was cool to hang out with people, even though we couldn't see them in person. And even though I didn't really know them personally, it still felt like there was a real connection. And if I had to do it again, I would. It was just a really great experience overall.
Thanks, Lila. Let's listen to your podcast now.
Hi, welcome back to 321 Bake.
This is the show where we invite guests to talk about their favorite dessert.
We are your hosts, Lana, Rivka, Jocelyn, and Lila.
And today's guest is Miss Mercopoulos, and her dessert is her mom's brownies. And now Miss Mercopoulos will talk a bit about her mother's brownies.
Thanks, Rivka, for the introduction. So my mom's brownies are one of my favorite desserts because 1, I really like chocolate. 2, she makes them really fudgy and really chocolatey. And 3, it reminds me of her. Because I don't live with my mom anymore because of the pandemic, I don't get to see her as often. So I've been baking more brownies once in a while as a reminder of my childhood and when she used to make them for me. And the secret to making them, or I guess the secret to her recipe, is to add a lot of chocolate chips or chocolate bars.
Thank you so much for sharing that recipe with us, and I think it's really important to connect with family because we can't see each other in person now with COVID, and I'm so excited to try that recipe. And also, thank you to all the listeners listening to 321 Bake, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope you enjoy this. Goodbye!
Great job, Lila, Jocelyn, Rivka, and Lana. Joyous, would you like to introduce our next performer?
Yes, thank you. So up next we have Victoria, who is a singer and songwriter and returning student of Girls on the Mic. And she's here with a live performance of the song, I Don't Want to See You Anymore. Or I Don't Want to See You, sorry. So go ahead.
Thank you so much. All right, this is I Don't Want to See You. Let's take a look at the problem, love. I think you think I'm over us. I got a few complaints, but for courtesy's sake, I'll hold my tongue. but I don't wanna see you on my feed anymore. And I don't wanna see that brand new boyfriend you adore. I'll keep it quiet, hun. No, I won't make a fuss, but I don't wanna see you on my feed anymore. I got a little bit of a bone to pick. She's got a boy back home, but she's sending me pictures. Yeah, and I don't know how it got to this. Stop playing, just be honest. Yeah, I gotta go, but you know that I'll miss ya. Yeah, but I don't wanna see you on my feed anymore. And I don't wanna see that brand new boyfriend you adore. I'll keep it to myself, leave you for someone else, but I don't wanna see you on my feet anymore. Cause it's a constant reminder I just declined her. Not trying to find her anymore. Constant reminder I'll just decline her. Not trying to find her anymore. I don't wanna see you on my feet anymore. I don't wanna see that brand new boyfriend you adore. I'll keep it to myself, leave you for someone else, cause I don't wanna see you on my feet anymore.
Yay! Amazing job.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing. And I'd love to ask you, as someone who's taken multiple classes with Girls on the Mic, what's been your favorite part of this?
Ooh, my favorite part of being a part of Girls on the Mic has definitely been just the people. You know, it's such a nice community. I think everyone is so supportive and so friendly, and I think that's definitely something that comes with being surrounded by a bunch of female mentors and peers and everything, and non-binary mentors and peers. I think it's just such a supportive environment, and yeah.
Thanks so much for sharing, Victoria.
Of course. Thank you
Love
for having
it.
me.
Yes. All right. I'm going to pass it over to Nana to introduce our next performer.
Next up, we have the J sisters, Janaya and Judea, with their Song of the Year, Heat. Stay tuned for their choreography.
Flames be burning hot, show me what you got. Yeah, we'll take you to the top till we think I stop. We be running too fast, give me what I want. We the first, not the last, then we make it pop.
That was great. Thank you, Janaya and Judea. Now over to you, Anaya.
So, Evelyn, before you introduce our next group of presenters, I was wondering if you could share how you've grown by being a part of Girls on the Mic.
I think one way that I've grown is that I've become a little more extroverted, and like I got to become friends with people that aren't necessarily like in my classes. So it was really fun, like meeting people who are at my school but I don't have any classes with.
Thank you, Evelyn. You're up to introduce our next guest.
Next up is Mads, who created their a podcast with their classmate Josie and Liz. But first, Liz, how did Girls on the Mic help you make your project?
I think that it was just a really it was just a really good experience in general, and Liz and Josie were really great partners to cooperate with. Really they're really great friends in general, and especially since I moved across country a few months ago, it was a really good opportunity for me to create friends, and just to make this podcast in general was really fun.
Awesome. Now let's hear a segment of your podcast.
Hello, I'm your host Mads. Don't forget the Z. For today's edition of War, we will be reviewing the song No Tears Left to Cry by Ariana Grande, Old Town Road by Lil Nas X, Bad Guy by Billie Eilish, and Watermelon Sugar by Harry Styles. Today's sponsors will be McDonald's. I am Mick loving their food. And Target. You've targeted my wallet. Now on to the show featuring Josie and Liz. So, what do you both think about this song?
I think this song was amazing. I like how Lil Nas X changed his song from country to a bit of rap. And it wasn't just him singing, he also invited Billy Ray. So it was pretty good.
I'm not really a fan of this song very much. I like the background music a lot. I don't really like the vocals though, so I wish they had different vocals in there.
Now I'll be proudly introducing your next song, Bad Guy by Billie Eilish. Yet again, hope you enjoy.
I really like Billie Eilish's songs. She puts a lot of character into it. The theme of the song was very deep and I loved it that way, so hats off to her.
It was very interesting. Like she layered different types of sound effects, and when people were snapping their fingers was a very interesting touch to the beat.
Yes, I know I'm host, but I couldn't resist reviewing the song when I heard it. I love the way she created the vocals and the beat, and I love the snapping fingers just like Liz. Now I understand why this is one of her top songs, and was rated number 1 on the chart.
Next up is the song Watermelon Sugar by Harry Styles. Oh my gosh, this has got to be my new favorite song. I just listened to this. This is brand new for me. I'm totally going to put this on my list that I'm going to listen to every morning. I absolutely love this song now.
I definitely agree with Josie. Like when Max first showed this song, I thought it was good, but after I heard it multiple times because I had to record this song to the podcast, it just got stuck in my head. And maybe something that made it stuck on my head was the guitar playing in the background, because it gave the song a nice summer feeling.
I totally agree with both of you, and this song was amazing. I would give it like a 20 out of 10 because the way Harry Styles created the song was amazing, and especially the guitar in the background, like Liz mentioned, was really, really good. So this is like one of my new favorite songs.
Thank you for tuning in and to listening to our podcast, War. Make sure to check out some new ones that we will make, and hopefully you enjoyed the songs that we chose today. Thank you for listening, and see you soon. Bye!
Thank you for that. And now over to you, Julius.
Thanks, Evelyn. All right, so we're going to hear a song from Sydney, who's one of the participants of the Girls on the Mic collaborative workshop with Youth Speaks. And tonight, she is going to share a song she wrote and produced with another workshop participant, Mahader, called For Eartha.
Trying to make our way through dark times. I hope we find a light. Is there a light?
I'm climbing mountains, escalating. Take my people to a spaceship. Yes, I know that we gon' make it. Collective energy, embrace it. Bonds stronger than these chain links. Arms bonded, I'm gon' make it. Make it, make it. We don't need no more black angels. 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 Only memorialized in death. We ignore the breath of the damn talent suppressed. Let's take a breath and realize the beauty that is alive. The defiant strength before we. I know we gon' make it. Oh, we don't need no more little black angels.
Yeah. No more crying, no more dying, black angels. No more fearing, no more violence, black angels. No more crying, no more dying, black angels. No more fearing, no more violence, black angels.
Wow, so beautiful. That really hit me in my heart and my body. Thank you so much, Sydney. And I would love to ask you, what was it like to collaborate remotely with Mahader? Did I say their name right? Whom you just met through the workshop.
You said her name right, and it was like nerve-wracking at first because it was just like, okay, how are we gonna do this type of thing? But then it slowly kind of started to come together, and like it was just like kind of cool to work with somebody else. And like at first we were just like experimenting and we didn't know where the song was gonna go, but then it started to come together and we created something like really beautiful. So I had an amazing time working with her.
Thank you for sharing. That was so powerful. Appreciate you. And let's pop over to Nana.
Thank you, Joyous. All right, BB, before we listen to this track, could you tell us a little bit about your creative process?
So me and another instructor, Bean, we made this together. It was really fun, and at first we just put in like a few like percussion tracks, and then we my favorite part of the beat is this track. It's just like boiling water, like the sound, and I just love that. And it's a song about making pasta, so it's just really fun, and I really liked doing it. Yeah.
Great. Amazing. Thank you, BB. I'm passing it over to you, Anaya.
Our next presenter is one of my fellow co-hosts, Nano, who will be sharing one of her beats. Nano, what's your advice for other young students who are interested in audio?
For other young students interested in going into audio, I would just say go for it because you never know where it's going to take you. You never know the new friends you're going to meet, what you could learn, because all these classes are so fun and you always come out with making new friends or making new things, learning new things. So I would just say go for it.
Great job, Nana. Passing it over to Evelyn.
Our next presenters met through Girls on the Mic's workshop with Youth Speaks, and together they created this project. This is Ayana and Brown's song, I Rise.
You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still like dust.
I'll rise and I'll rise and I'll rise, baby. Still I rise, still I rise. I'll rise and I'll rise and I'll rise, baby. To all my melanin queens, we are the shining machines. And to those who have them taken, will be great by all means. I put my foot down like Franklin and demand my respect. Cause my niceness is forsaken. Some will need to be checked and neglected, eject. It's safe to say I'm protected. Got the spirits flowing in, and the heavens suspected. Will rise in disguise, and no more with demise. Accustomed to a higher road, and I'm heavenly God. And can I get an acai? Cause I'm one with the peace. Before it was on the runway, it was one with the streets. Yeah, but y'all call it ghetto. It's the leftovers and laugh like something was funny. I wanna know the truth. Now y'all making profits off our outfits, stealing culture for money. Baby, just let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go, yeah.
It's time for a celebration of the nation's glass ceiling breaking, women catching credit for creation. This is ground shaking, groundbreaking. Anything you want, sis, it's yours for the taking. They wanna break you down, but they ain't got a clue that everything they throw at you is an alley oop. Cause you walk around in big boots, shorty rocking them big hoops. She know the opposition, trying to play down what she been through. So send your partner running, trying to play her like a dummy. Turn the tables like a tummy. You can't take this crown from me.
You can't take this crown from me. Let it go, let it go, let it go, yeah. Still I rise, still I rise. Everybody put your hands up high. We gon' wave from side to side tonight. We going in. Now everybody put your hands up high. We gon' raise them to the sky tonight. Yeah, if you light skin or dark skin or brown skin or black, natural, got short hair or hair down your back. We all united, they try to attack. Can't put this behind us like dust will rise up. You brown skin or light skin or dark skin or black, natural, got short hair or hair down your back. We all united, they try to divide us. Can't put this behind us like dust will rise up.
Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I am the hope and the dream of the slave. And so, naturally, there I go rising.
That was amazing. Ayana, passing it to you.
Let's see, I think.
Actually, yeah, we're passing it to Anaya.
Sorry. Passing
Yeah,
it
no
to
problem. Yeah, Anaya's thinking interview Ava.
Love it. Let's chat with Ava about her Girls on the Mic experience. Ava, what's your advice for other girls who are interested in exploring audio? Love it. Let's chat with Ava about her Girls on the Mic experience. Ava, what's your advice for other girls who are interested in exploring audio?
Ava, do you want some help unmuting? Or we can also circle back to you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm not sure. We can hear you, Anaya. Not sure we can. Ava, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Cool. Did you hear Anaya's question? Just let us know a little bit about your experience in Girls on the Mic. What advice would you have for other students? Or we can come back to you later if that works for you. All right. I think we're going to come back to Ava in a little bit.
Thank you. Let's go on to, let's see, I think it's Nana to introduce Anaya.
Now we'll hear a beat from Anaya. Take it away, Anaya.
Can you restate that again? I can't hear you.
Thanks.
You're up, Sanaya. We're ready to hear. We're going to listen to your track, and then we've just spotlight you as well.
That was epic. Thanks, Anaya, for sharing. Now back to Joyous.
Thanks, Nana, and thank you, and great job to all of our presenters and our co-hosts so far. This has really been truly inspirational and amazing. And I'm going to keep us going with a podcast by one of the newest Girls on the Mic students, Zizi. Let's take a listen.
Welcome to Your Daily Dose of Facts. Today I have a friend joining me who is a professional chef, and she's going to share some kitchen and cooking tips for you, all about how to make your life easier in the kitchen. Here she is. Let's give her a call.
Hi, Elizabeth. I'm Penelope Cook. I'm so excited to be on your podcast. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you, Penelope. Welcome to my podcast, Your Daily Dose of Facts.
I can't wait to share my facts and tips with you that you can use in the kitchen.
So, Penelope, a question. I heard once that coffee stunts your growth. Is this true?
No, this one's not actually true. I find it weird that this rumor keeps going around.
Interesting, but now we're totally off topic. So, care to share your list of facts and tips for the kitchen?
Of course I don't mind. One of my favorites is actually to throw spaghetti at a ceiling or wall. If it sticks, it's done. Not only does this work, but it's very fun.
That sounds like so much fun. I definitely need to try that next time I cook spaghetti.
You should. The second tip is to keep hot oil from splattering. Sprinkle a little salt or flour in the pan before frying. Sadly, it took me a while to figure this out. I'm glad I did now, though.
Me too. Do you have some other ones, too?
Of course I do. The third one is to avoid teary eyes when cutting onions. Run them over cold running water or briefly place them in the freezer before cutting.
That'll definitely help me. I always cry.
And the last tip is for bread. A small dish of water in the oven will help keep the crust from getting too hard or brown.
Fascinating. I've never made bread before, but now I definitely have to try. Do you have maybe a website where we can see your recipes?
Well, if you want some great recipes, I recommend Food52. To visit them, type https://food52.com/recipes into your browser. Thanks again for having me on.
Thank you, Penelope. It's been a great pleasure having you here.
Aw, thanks, but now I have to go.
Aw, okay, bye, Penelope.
Bye, Elizabeth.
Once again, thank you, Penelope Cook, for joining my podcast. This has been Your Daily Dose of Facts. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.
Amazing job, Zizi. Thank you so much for sharing. And I'm going to pass it on to Anaya to announce our next performer.
Now we have one of Girls on the Mic's budding songwriters, Kayla, here to share one of her latest songs she's recorded called I Think I Love You.
I met you back a long time ago in the middle of the street. I never liked you before, but now I see a real thing and I just want it more. You are kind to me and I'll never love you more. You stole my heart and left me with no way to get it back. I wanna know you better than I did before and better than they do. I wanna hold you. Don't know how you feel about me, but I wanna find out soon.
love you. I thought you were perfect before, and I was so wrong. I never loved you before, but now I see your imperfections. I just want you more. You are kind to me, and I'll never love you more. You stole my heart and left me with no way to get it back. I wanna know you better than I did before, and better than they do. I wanna hold you. Oh, don't know how you feel with me, but I wanna find out soon. But I'm just a scared little girl. Never know what you think of me. I sense there's a yearning, and I'm learning from you. I feel something I've never felt before. I think that I love you. Your blonde hair and your green eyes and your sweet little smile, I can't resist. And your warm charm and your big strong arms and bad boy style, my morals are all dismissed. I wanna know you better than I did before, and better than they do. I wanna hold you. Don't know how you feel about me, but I wanna find out soon. But I'm just a scared little girl. I'll never know what you think of me. I sense there's a yearning, and I'm learning from you. I feel something I've never felt before. I met you back a while ago in the middle of the street.
That's something, Kayla. Evelyn, over to you.
Now it's my pleasure to introduce a beat from my co-host Ayana. Let's listen. Thank you for sharing, Ayana. Now I'll pass it off to Jonas. Can't read.
Thank you. All right, so our next presenter is Ev, who will be sharing a beat they made. Let's give it up. Hi, that was amazing. I just had to figure out how to unmute myself for a moment. All right, so next up, I would love to check in with Eva again. And if you feel open to sharing about any advice to other girls who are interested in learning audio.
Okay, so as you can see, my artist name is Evangelista. And something I have for girls entering audio is if you like I don't have any. You don't have to be an expert on music and audio to be, you don't have to be an expert on music to be in audio. You can have other paths, like I have podcasts. You can make beats, or you can just pick up your guitar and strum and sing a little song.
Thank you so much, Evangelista.
And this advice can also work for any non-girls. It can work for animals because animals can play instruments too.
Thank you. Thanks so much for sharing your advice. Love it. All right, so we are starting to wind down actually from this amazing night, amazing performances and showcase. And so I'm going to pass it over to Nana for the last time to introduce our final performer.
Thank you, Joyous. Our last performer is Martine, who will be playing an original song she wrote earlier this year called The First Love.
Hi. Sorry, my guitar got all tangled. Can you hear me?
Great. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Was it love at first sight? Well, I don't know, 'cause I think I've grown since we first said hello. Was it too much lost time? Well, I don't know, 'cause it's felt so slow since we first kissed years ago. But you were the first love that I had ever known. Then things fell apart, that's something I will own. So you found her when you were still mine. Oh, I wish you'd let me in, oh, just one more time. Was it wrong for me to think that you'd love her? I felt so sure, and then her love was yours. But you were the first love that I had ever known. But things fell apart, it's something I will own. So you found her when you were still mine. Oh, I wish you let me in, oh, just one more time. Oh, I loved you all along while I was broken inside. Not sure if you loved me, it was only implied. Now I feel like I'm drowning, not sure if I'll survive. But I loved you, but you wouldn't reply. But you were the first love that I had ever known. Then things fell apart, that's something I will own. So you found her when you were still mine. Oh, I wish you let me in just one more time.
That was wonderful. Martine, how was being a part of Girls on the Mic inspired you in your creative process?
Girls on the Mic has like totally changed my whole perspective on writing music and just being a part of a musical atmosphere, and as well as like my view on the music industry as a whole has completely shifted. And I guess now when I'm writing songs, I'm not necessarily just thinking about what the song is going to be like when I perform it and sing it, but just ideas as I'm writing of how I can record it potentially and what other features I can use in my music in terms of like beats or other instruments and different things, and just plans for recording. And I was always so afraid of that and was never really thinking about that when I was writing my music. But Girls on the Mic has given me so many more tools and so much more knowledge to where it really feels like a reality. And it's just made me feel a lot more confident and knowledgeable about things as I'm trying to like enter the music industry field, be it like school or whatever.
Thank you, Martine. Can we give one round of applause to all of the performers? Thank you for watching.
And thank you, everyone. We are actually winding our night down. And so I want to give us one final round of applause for all of the performers, all the people who shared their interviews. Amazing job. Round of applause for you. And thank you to everyone for supporting WHAM's mission, for supporting the students' creations. And be sure to sign up for the upcoming session for students, which begins on April 12th. There's a variety of classes to choose from. You can actually sign up at www.wham, or actually just wham.rocks/GOTM Spring 2021. And thanks again to the generous donors and the never-ending support systems, the dazzling, brilliant students who are part of this program. And big gratitude again to our co-hosts tonight, Anaya, Nana, and Evelyn. And also want to shout out to the Girls on the Mic instructors, Layla, Clara, and Bean. And thank you also to the WHAM interns, Min and JJ, who helped us out tonight. Shout outs to Leah. All right, so good night, everyone. Great job. We'll see you soon.